Hi, today we're going to be working on the A minor scale and the C major scale. We're going to spend most of our time on A minor and then just play the C major a couple of times. And today we're working on Baroque articulation. Now, if you're playing the music of Bach, Handel, Vivaldi, or anybody else from the last part of the Baroque era, you're going to need to know some pretty specific articulations to play the music properly. The music of that time period, if it was up-tempo or medium-tempo, would tend to have three basic note values that kind of interlock and they make up the texture of the music. So we're going to go over those today. I like to call those note values walking notes, running notes, and standing notes. Now, the walking notes are the ones in the middle, running notes are faster, standing notes are slower, as you might imagine. I listed walking notes first because I feel like they are the most important. They're the engine that drives the music. So if your music is in 4/4, your walking notes would probably be your eighth notes. If it was in cut time, they might be the quarter notes, but let's just imagine we're in 4/4 today, and your eighth notes would look like this. Find an A on your instrument, any A. So it would look like this. Notice how I'm using very little bow. It's at the balance point, and the hair of the bow is staying on the string. I'm not bouncing. That I might do in the next period, the classical time period, but not in the Baroque period. So keep your bow on the string. It almost feels like the stick of the bow is bouncing, but the hair does not leave the string. So if you can achieve that kind of sensation, then you're probably doing it right. Notice there's a nice separation between the notes. Each note is very crisp, so staccato. Those are the walking notes. And they might be played as repeated notes, or they might be played as scales or arpeggios or things like that. The next one we're going to go over is the standing note. Those are the slower notes. These are the ones that really kind of make the music feel solid. They keep it on the ground and keep it stable and steady. So notice I'm using a lot more bow, but it's still not completely smooth and connected. We're not doing... That's not nearly a solid feeling. So you want to move the bow until you're almost to the end of the note, stop it, push it into the string, and then give a nice clear attack for the next one. So same amount of bow stroke on each one, using about half the bow. Those are the standing notes. And then finally the running notes. Those are the notes that really give the music its vitality and its interest. They make the music sound exciting. So those would be, if we're in 4/4 and your walking notes are eighth notes, these would be 16th notes. So now we're using a really basic bow stroke called détaché here. Détaché basically means separate bows but smooth and connected. So you're not trying to put any space between the notes for the 16th notes. Not staccato, just smooth. So again, we've got standing, walking, running. Good. So our scale practice today, we're going to do the A minor scale 5 times 4 beats each note. First time we all play the standing notes. Second time we all play the walking notes. Third time we all play the running notes. Now, the fourth time and the fifth time, I'm going to let you improvise on those rhythms. So you can even mix it up within a measure, but you go ahead and just alternate between walking, running, and standing notes. And you can just mix them up however you want to. So we're each going to play different rhythms, but we will each stay on the same note. Again, 4 beats per measure. We do have chord changes in the backing track, so it's really important that we do stay on track with the scale. And then we will modulate to C major, and we're going to do the same thing with C major, 4 beats per note one time, and improvising our rhythms, and then we'll do 2 beats per note one time, so twice as fast, still improvising our rhythms. And then I'm going to let the backing track play for a few more measures just on the chord C, and you're welcome to improvise on the C major scale and maybe play it a little bit faster. Okay, so again, we start out with A minor, we play it 5 times. If you didn't get all that, just kind of watch the video and follow along. And then we go to C major and play the C major 2 times, 1 time slower, 1 time faster, and then a little bit of free improv at the end. We've got a really lovely backing track that sounds like a Baroque orchestra, so this is really going to kind of put you in the context of the Baroque style music. Have a great time. Thank you.